Wrestling has more than one royal family. Acknowledge me! And we Kingdom
What's up, y'all? It's Brother Pyro, and today on Wrestling Crossroads, we are going to be covering WWE's Clash in Paris. Joining me, give a warm welcome back to Mama Crossroads, finally gracing us with her presence again after about a month and a half away on maternity leave.
Yes, I am so happy to be back. It feels like I've been away from home, essentially.
We have missed you.
You have most.
Oh yeah. I love our peoples, but something just didn't feel complete without you here.
Well, I mean, had our Tiny Twisted not decided to come early and make her appearance when she did, we would have been at least a little more set off. But
I feel like that's
she kind of came unexpectedly.
She said surprise.
She did.
Before we get started, how's mamahood treating you? Now being a mom of two.
Pretty okay. Baby Crossroads does have his moments.
I was gonna say, how's
jealousy.
Baby Crossroads adjusting to being a big brother?
He's got his moments. So when Minnie Twisted gets, moved off the Flash, or she just now comes to me, he's on to the available parent. So it's kind of funny to see how he's adjusted. But, diaper changes, he'll take both the diapers, he'll throw them out. He loves trying to help his little sister. He loves trying to help burp her. He asks to hold her every day. So it's working out the way that I kind of thought it would.
Better than anticipated, honestly.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a lot more tantrums and
How's
a lot more throwing.
Flash adjusted?
It's kind of a roughier way for Flash, whereas, me, I kind of knew what was coming. He had asked everybody beforehand where, parenthood looked like with two kids, and I still don't think he was mentally prepared as much as he was trying to prepare himself for it.
I feel like you're never truly prepared to be a parent.
No, but Tiny Twisted does love her daddy already, so
okay.
Even at a month old, we're passing her around with family the other night, and the minute she was in daddy's arms, completely content. So.
But like I said, welcome back. Welcome home.
Yes.
We've missed you. Now let's get it started. How about you kick us off?
All right. Opening the show, we have Roman Reigns taking on Bronson Reed. Looking at our predictions, me, Flash, and Ridicos have all gone Roman. Everybody else is taking Bronson in this aspect. This has, been going on since post SummerSlam, where they did compete against each other in a tag team match with Bronson's tag team partner, Braun Breaker, and Roman having Jey Uso on his side. Obviously, Roman and Jey picked up the win, but since then we've had Bronson kind of calling himself the tribal thief, as he has stolen 2 pairs of
As
Romans.
he now dons the shulafala.
I gotta ask,
Funny.
what is wrong with somebody that would compel them to wear somebody's shoes on their...
I was gonna say, because he don't wear them. It's just a sign of, I take what I want and you can't stop me.
No, I have seen this man wear them down to the ring, and then Paul Heyman has thrown them over his shoulder.
Again, status. I take what I want and you can do nothing about it.
Okay, but at the same time, what compels somebody to take shoes of all things? You don't think those things stink?
You don't realize how expensive those shoes are, though?
And it don't matter to me. They make more money than I do in 3-4 years.
But that's my point. Is you're going to spend about $200 on a pair of Roman sneakers. The sneakers that you wear are easily $200 a pop, if not more.
So we saying that Bronson needs money?
No. I'm just going to take what you spend the most money on to show you can't stop me from doing what the hell I want to do when I want to do it.
If we want to go by that logic, then Bronson, you're taking the wrong shit. You need to go to Roman's house and take his kids. Roman got 5 kids, man. That is the most expensive thing in the world. Is your kids.
Speaking of his kids, he really did just do an interview about how his eldest just started driving, and he's still not okay with it.
In the same interview, it was great because he was also congratulating Jimmy and Naomi on becoming parents for the first time. And he said, I don't have the youngest anymore. My kids are all in school. And that's, like, kind of mind-blowing to hear because one of the reasons he was out during COVID was because his wife had just had twins.
His wife had just had twins.
So now think about it, they're now 5.
He didn't want to risk his leukemia.
Yeah, they're now 5 going into school.
Right, like...
It's weird to see.
This bloodline ain't ever gonna end. R-Truth finally gets his little Jimmy.
No, now we can finally see him. Just like R-Truth. R-Truth just called the future.
No, can I just say, as much as she wanted to break, the fact that she delivered that announcement without breaking character for nobody was top tier professionalism.
Oh my god, she's great.
Dude, Naomi has worked so hard, and congratulations on the baby, but I'm already eagerly waiting that return.
Here's one thing.
She said, I'm going to give y'all 9 months and some change to do what y'all want with my title.
Here's the thing.
And then I'm coming for you.
I feel really, like, heartbroken for Naomi. I know we're kind of getting off track, but I feel a little heartbroken for her because of the fact that, you know, when she won her first title, she had to relinquish it due to injury. And then she came back, and her second title reign did not even reach the first one. She only had it for 24 hours. It didn't even reach the first one. Now, she's had this one, I think it was 36 days she was champion.
Something like that.
And she has to release it due to pregnancy. The fact that she's worked so hard to get where she was, you know, but breaks my heart for her because there's the possibility of her coming back and them not seeing her the same way again. Even with all the great promos and everything, who's to say in 9 months we don't have somebody great from NXT come up?
All I know is if they really want to pull that card, we have a few names we can pull to call their bluff.
Mm-hmm. So your reasoning choosing Bronson, I was going to get to.
Sorry, I don't kind of share reasoning outside of me. You know, you're going to have Heyman on the outside. You're going to have Breaker on the outside. Mm-hmm. You know they're going to run interference. Mm-hmm. You need to start solidifying Bronson as this big, tough guy.
Yeah.
You know, he needs it if you're going to solidify him as a competitor.
Okay.
Like, and they've kind of made him the butt of all things division. Tag team matches, who's eating that pin?
It's
Bronson Reed. Who's the first one taken out when they're jumping everybody and, you know, reinforcements come in?
Which is kind of funny to me because he's the biggest one.
And that's my thing. Like, he's the biggest dude on your roster. Mm-hmm. He's the biggest guy on the squad. He's probably the most dangerous with how big he is and with how well he moves. And you're kind of making him a punchline.
Okay.
Justice for Bronson right here, my guy. Just saying.
All right.
Give him better.
Into our next match.
All right, and we was talking about, you know, women's competition, mm-hmm. women coming back from certain aspects, injury, motherhood, yes. Both of them being moms. IC Championship on the line. Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella coming from, you know, their show out in London. Nikki Bella issuing that challenge. Becky not really one to back down from a challenge. Like, let's go. Let's do it. I'm not the same you took on, like, 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And exactly 10 years in the making to the day, which is great.
So I'm excited to really see this one. See how both women have grown as competitors since the last time they faced each other.
Do you think that Nikki Bella will have any ring rust?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude, when you're not as hands-on or as active, it mm-hmm. just... it tends to come with the territory, unfortunately. Like, she's done a really good job of keeping herself in shape.
Yeah.
But being in shape and being in ring shape
yes.
is different. They say it all the time. We've noticed it a bunch. Like, there's a difference when you're not a full-time competitor.
I just have to say, with Nikki having her return and the possibility sprinkles there of Brie having her return, can we please have Brie work on her suicide dive before she comes back into the ring?
Yeah, let's not almost kill ourselves or somebody else. Yeah. Also, with that being said, because now I want to shift gears to the tag division for a second, can we just point out how late they have been? We have been saying it since they, introduced the women's tag titles. That Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, early 2010s era of women's wrestling was prime for women's tag titles.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You had the Divas of Doom. You had Laycool, the Bella Twins. Like, Extreme Expose, I believe, was still a thing, which was Kelly. Nope, never mind. Because Brooke had already switched over to TNA. Layla was with Michelle McCoy. But you had a lot more women's tag teams then than you do now.
Because you're just throwing people together.
I feel like with that being more established, you would have been able to do a lot more.
Yeah. You
had the Funkadactyls.
Yes, you did. I almost forgot about them. Oh my god.
They I was scrolling TikTok the other day. I was doom scrolling because it's my favorite pastime. And somebody was like, me in my bedroom at 10 years old when this banger came on, and it was Brodus Clay's theme song, and I was like, dude, nah. Tell me that didn't have you wanting to...
I did. Every time it came on, I danced.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was just so much fun to listen to.
The other day, I'm on WWE Supercard, and I'm, playing, and I go, oh my god, look, I got Tensai. And Flash goes, who's Tensai? And I went, you know what? That's a whole can of worms. I'm not opening with you.
Yeah. Forgot about Sweet Tea. Lord Tensai. Now Albert down in the Performance Center. But, I forgot about Sweet Tea.
Yeah. He had popped up on my thing because of the event that's going on. And I'm like, oh, look. I got 10.
Criminal him and Brodus never actually won the tag titles because that would have been fun.
That would have been hilarious. Especially if they did custom titles back then like they do now.
Oh my god, tell me him and Brodus Clay with the tag titles. You replaced that copper plate with a fake disco ball.
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Or at least they're side plates. Little disco balls.
One being a little disco ball, one being a little dancing dinosaur because he was the Funkasaurus.
Oh my god, I love that.
It'd be great.
Okay, let's circle back.
All right. Back to the match at hand.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch. Again, the match 10 years in the making. Going into these predictions, we seem pretty even-ish. Where Flash, Hex, and Desario all went Becky Lynch. I know Desario they're not going to give it to a part-timer. Everybody else went Nikki Bella, I think, won. Giving her this opportunity to hold singles gold after God knows how long. One would be great branding for the company.
It would be.
Great branding for the company, and you're not going to give it to a part-timer, but Becky Lynch acts more like a part-timer than any other female on the roster. So Desario, let's poke a hole in that argument. She may show up to cut promos, but even then, she's not there all the time.
No, she's not.
She definitely doesn't treat it, and I get that that's probably just the character, but she definitely doesn't treat it like a full-time gig.
Yeah, not like, you have Alexa Bliss on SmackDown. If we're talking just mom role, Alexa's there almost week in and week out at this point, with her title on. You have Becky that's just cutting these promos, and it's like, well, I see the product, but I'm not...
Why do I care about the product?
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like with Nikki, you're going to care a little more because it's Nikki Bella. Bigger name.
We also have the factor of Bayley, who has
had
her issues with Becky. So she could cost her the title.
Oh, and then to also poke further holes in, we're not going to put the title on I'm not going to see them putting the title on a part-timer. Both Lita and Trish were tag team champions with Becky Lynch. Both Hall of Famers. Both part-timers as Brock Lesnar has been world champion, God knows how many times, as a part-timer.
I get it that it's a retirement tour, but John Cena.
He's been a lot more full-time with this retirement tour.
I know,
Just
but
saying.
we have,
Just
like,
saying.
what, 7 more dates left? That's still kind of a part-time.
Fair, but
mark.
Also, let's look at it. He really didn't hold it for all that long either.
No.
Whereas Lesnar held that title hostage.
544 days.
With, 13 defenses.
Yep, exactly.
Cena held it for 4 months and defended it at least once to twice every month. Just saying.
True. I mean, but, I'm helping with the part-time.
Yes.
Because he technically is a part-timer, even with his retirement tour.
But,
I thought we'd see him a lot more.
Yeah. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to really see this match.
I am too. 10 years in the making, it's amazing to see.
With the
where
roles
Becky-
reversed, might I add.
Yeah.
Because remember, 10 years ago,
Nikki
was the heel.
with the Divas title.
With the Divas title.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we go back and Becky's the heel.
With the championship. Which
With
is
the
awesome.
championship.
Alright, next up we have the Tag Team Championship match. Wyatt 6 takes on the Street Profits. Profits won this by competing in a match on SmackDown against who?
Mellow Don't Miz. That is actually the name that they are classified under.
I know, but I don't like what they're doing with Carmelo. He should have been at least a bit of a bigger name when he came up from NXT, because the people on the main roster crowd knew about him when him and Trick kind of came, but I feel like him not staying
He got lost in the shuffle.
I also feel like them not keeping him with Trick and turning Trick heel is what did it. Because they also knew him more because of Trick being that, star out, here, look at my buddy, but I'm a name too. But you can't have those two big names together in the WWE world, unfortunately.
In fact.
Looking at our predictions, we are, again, more or less split down the middle with Flash, Hex, and Ridicos going Wyatt 6. Everybody else is Street Profits. I'm going to shock you here. I entirely agree with Desario's reasoning.
They deserve better.
They do. They deserve a million times better. But I know me and Desario are never on the same slate.
Oh, dude, we're all... I think you, me, and him are on the same slate right now.
Yeah.
They deserve better than what they're getting. They've been on the main roster for a while. You know.
The Wyatt Six have had their little time right now, but it's time to get the tag titles where they belong, honestly. Alright, next match.
Next match, we have a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, Sheamus, Rusev, in a match that's going to make you hurt watching. Because both are very hard-hitting men. Both are very powerful men. This feud kind of goes back a little bit. Rusev making his return, trying to play savior to the rest of the roster. Sheamus not really being on board with that, and, they go back some years as well.
I don't get the savior gimmick. I really don't. That could just be me personally, but I really don't get the savior gimmick.
It's working for him a lot better than
it was in the other company.
In AEW.
Yeah.
Because essentially he was the Redeemer, where he was, cleansing lost souls as well, whatever.
Yeah.
He's more or less doing the same thing, only they're making it matter.
They're making it work better because they actually know what they're doing.
Because
unlike a WWE fan with money.
I was going to say, and that my thing is, AEW would be a lot better if they can keep their storyline straight.
And
like
not
if they were
dump them.
If they were more storyline driven instead of just in-ring action, you'd see a lot more growth in your company. You wouldn't have the internet ragging all over you.
That's one of the reasons why we cut it down.
And that's not to say WWE ain't without its faults.
Oh no.
Because we've had some storylines that just straight up don't make sense. They've played them through, but you still leave yourself wondering, why is this a thing?
Mm-hmm.
But no, this, them also going back to their time and feel like...
In their group way back when.
What was it called? I don't even remember what
League
it was
of
called.
Nations.
That's what it was, because it was...
Rusev, Sheamus,
Alberto Del Rio, and Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it sounds like a fever dream, don't it?
Yeah. Like, if you weren't there, you missed it.
That was the really rough time in wrestling history.
It wasn't that rough a time, though.
No, but when you look at, like, what we had before that era and what we have post that era, that was the roughest time in wrestling. And if you stuck it out through that, then you are a wrestling fan diehard at that point.
No, you were a diehard wrestling fan when you got to when you watched the Big Dog and Baron Corbin feud, the giant mascot bulldog, the getting buried in dog food.
Well, that was another part of it too.
That
I know it was years later.
Many years later.
Not as far apart as you think, though.
Those two instances happened about 4 years apart.
Yeah, it was a rough time in wrestling, dude. We had about a 4 to 5 year span where you cried anytime you turned on wrestling. But you were like, I need to do this because I love it.
That's valid. But no, this going back to that, them stemming back from there, kind of planted the seeds there and hit Rusev's return again, trying to holier than thou. I'm here to save and cleanse all of your souls. Sheamus, like, dude, get your head out of the ass.
Yeah,
essentially with Sheamus' reasoning being of, no, we're not about to do this. They've gone back and forth, and I think the only real way to wrap this up, close it out, is letting these two go at it, where the only limitation here is your imagination.
Do you think we're going to see the kitchen sink?
I hope so.
All right.
But, like, you're not going to... If we look at how many matches they've had in the past, double countouts, double disqualification,
Yeah.
It's never had a clear, clean-cut finish.
Mm-hmm.
Really. This is how you get to that clear finish.
Okay.
There will have to be a winner.
Yeah, definitely. Our predictions?
Going into our predictions, myself, Desario, and Flash went Rusev. I think, with his return, you gotta kind of try to elevate him just a little more. Sheamus is at a point where this isn't gonna hurt his career. He's been around forever. He's done it all. He's at a point in his career where he can eat the loss. Not really gonna matter much. Because, again, what hasn't he done?
I agree.
He's established enough credibility as a competitor. You could have him lose this match and have him competing for the world title tomorrow and nobody's going to question it.
Fact.
Sheamus is that established star. Sheamus usually is a pretty unselfish guy, and I think putting Rusev over in this match is going to help solidify him as a legit competitor in the future for possible future title shots that he should have gotten during his first time around. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of men who should have gotten a lot of things in WWE.
Like, Sheamus should have, during his first run, 100% should have achieved significantly more than he did. Mm-hmm. And then he ran into Cena in his golden shovel.
Are you talking Cena or are you talking Rusev? Because you said Sheamus.
I'm sorry, Rusev should have accomplished more in his first run. Then he ran into Cena with his golden shovel. Yeah. Sheamus hasn't gone anywhere other than medical leave due to injuries.
I know, that's why I had to save you from that.
But he 100, and I appreciate that. See, this is why I'm glad you're back. I'm pretty sure going back to watching episode or listening to episodes without you, I made a lot of mistakes that nobody caught or corrected me on.
Yeah, one of them, the most recent one that I was listening to was the tag titles, and you were trying to figure out Sasha and Bayley's name, which was the Boss and Hug.
Anyway, well, let's stop living in the past. Why are you bringing the bullshit? Okay, why are you bringing the bullshit?
You started it.
But no, Rusev should be a lot better decorated than he is. Like, you're going to tell me the Bulgarian Brute, especially when he was aligned with Lana, like, that whole gimmick screamed dominance.
That screamed
championship run. Mm-hmm. You gave him a tank at WrestleMania.
And you couldn't let him...
Just to bury him.
Yeah, so you couldn't let him retain it. I mean, I was a diehard Cena fan at the time, too,
but
obviously.
Let's acknowledge it. Rusev had the charisma, had the look, had the build, and he really didn't need the speaking skills, because first, because his wife did all the speaking for him. And you paid attention when she spoke, because she's hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Just like. But he had all the tools to be champion. You built him, you primed him for a championship role that never came.
That reminds me of another name, and I can't think of them off
Like,
the
I
top
think
of my
what
head.
you gave him, the most you gave him was the U.S. title a handful of times.
I think he only had about 2.
I want to say it was like 2 or 3.
But there's another name.
One of them being in a dark match after all.
There's another name that me and you have been
In which he beat
screaming
Sheamus.
for world champion, and they never came. And I can't think of who it is, like
There's
off the top of my head.
There's a few. You're going to need to zoom in just a little.
That's the issue, is I can't think of the name. But
You got to think of the name.
it's
Describe
more
it.
recent.
More recent. Okay, zoom in.
Nope. That's about as far as I zoom.
I was going to say,
can't.
what brand? Did they get a call up from NXT?
I don't think they're in WWE anymore. I think in the last year they've transferred out, but I don't know if they're on anything right now. Cross is one of them, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Well, if I remember,
Ricochet.
if I remember it, we'll circle back to it in the post show. Okay.
Because I know we've also talked about it with Sami Zayn. But now this is going to bother me.
We'll circle back to it. We'll talk about it when we're not on air, and we'll get there.
Okay.
Eventually. All right. Next match, what I think is going to co-main event essentially is World Heavyweight Championship. We have Seth Rollins, CM Punk, L.A. Knight,
Yeah.
and Jey Uso. 4 letters.
One word.
Yeet. So jumping straight in our predictions, we're more excited towards Seth Rollins with me, you, Cesario, Hex, and Ridicos all going Seth. Obviously, we know kind of where WWE's vision is more than what we want in our hearts. I know me and you are probably thinking the exact same thing, where we'd like to see it back on Punk, but the one that
Punk doesn't walk away champion unless it's a one-on-one match.
I agree.
With Rollins.
I agree, but I also agree with Cesario's reasoning too here. I think out of these 4 men, Knight is the one that deserves it the most.
Thank you. Is that who we're talking about?
I think so.
Because we've been prime on LA Knight being world champion for at least 2 years now.
I think it is him, but I know it's also another name that I'm thinking of is another mid-Carter, where you were like, I'd like to see him go beyond this, and I can't think of that other one.
Same thing.
No, it is not Sammy. However, I'm not getting into that can of worms right now.
We aren't opening the can of worms right up?
No, I am not. Back to the predictions. Cauldron went Jey Uso.
Of course he did.
Obviously, he wants to see the title back on Mr. Yeetmaster. And Flash went CM Punk, along with Flash's dad choosing CM Punk. We were having a discussion, like I said, me and Flash were with family yesterday, and Flash's dad, who's been asking about our podcast and really getting into the predictions with me beforehand, said, I really think it's going to be on CM Punk. I think he's going to take advantage of this. So, and Flash kind of goes with the same mindset as Dad, where he thinks it's going to be Punk too.
All right, I can see that.
And then obviously, beyond that, everybody thinks it's going to be Rollins, because we know
Rollins has the vision to run interference, and again, you're not going to take the title off of him after he just won it.
Yeah,
in a match that was kind of thrown together. Granted, everybody here has a valid case to being here.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Jey Uso never got his rematch after losing to Gunther.
Yep.
LA Knight has pinned Rollins in the past.
Yep.
And Punk kind of screwed him out of that world title run the Monday after Mania, or after SummerSlam. Punk wants his rematch and has his own personal feud with... I love how everybody's here's common ground is Seth Rollins. We all got beef with Seth Rollins. Not with each other, with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, definitely.
But going into what you feel is going to close out the show John Cena on his retirement tour taking on Logan Paul. What a waste.
Yep.
What a waste. How did we go from Brock Lesnar returning at SummerSlam, F5ing the absolute hell out of Cena, to a match with Logan Paul?
I love that Cena has said it. He has kind of said, what we're all thinking, and that is, you took away so much. And I believe he said it to Paul. You have taken away so much from these people by asking for this match.
Facts. And my thing is, this is going to be a big name match. This is going to be a big market match. This is probably going into this event, this is probably the most promoted, marketed match. Why? Because of how big a name in media Logan Paul and John Cena both respectively are. From a business standpoint, I understand. As a wrestling fan,
I hate you.
Can't say it on the podcast because we are very family friendly. I'm really glad we don't record visual right now.
Yeah.
Okay, just
as a wrestling fan, I hate you.
Because, you did screw us out of this. Why did this match have to be here? Granted, I don't think Lesnar was going to make the trip to France anyway.
No.
It's Brock Lesnar. He likes to stay chill, low-key. He prefers not to travel overseas.
But
he has stated it before. He prefers, if he doesn't have to go overseas, he's not going to.
But at the same time, are we going to get an answer to the Brock Lesnar-John Cena thing?
I think we are, and I think that's going to happen. We have WrestlePalooza, which is going to be promoted as this big thing. As a secondary Mania, almost.
We'll see.
I think we're going to get another Bad Blood, which you can...
You can put it there.
You can put it
That'd
there.
That'd be beautiful.
Survivor Series is coming up. And obviously we don't go beyond that because Cena's done in December.
Yeah.
December 13th, Saturday night's main event, had already been promoted and announced as Cena's last match. Done. Done. This is it. If you haven't watched by now, you freaking missed it.
And we will be covering that one due to Cena's retirement.
Due to the magnitude of it, we will be covering Saturday night's main event. Usually we wouldn't because it's not actually a PLE.
Yeah.
It's just specialized.
It's a specialized
TV programming. But I think because of the magnitude that this is, we make it happen. We talk Cena. We talk his retirement. We talk his career. I know we typically don't do this unless it's a big four, but I would like to bring in at least one other person for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Bring in a Desario, bring in a Hex. Mm-hmm. Probably Desario because he's been around. He watches a lot more regularly, and he didn't have... So he got to watch all of Cena's career.
Oh, yeah.
Hex has openly announced, Hex and Ridicos and them have openly announced they did take gaps in between. So they didn't see everything, but they have seen enough. But I would love to, break that down.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely.
And my thing is, we're gonna get this. I love Cena breaking down so many promos. Telling him you've taken things away from him. How he's not even a top 20 social media influencer. Mm-hmm. He I think it was last night he was talking about it.
I love that last night he called him a dickhead.
Yeah. No. You knock people out with brass knuckles. I was doing that 20 years ago when mine read word life on them. But, I love that he touched on almost everything you've done, or that you claim to be. I have receipts that you're talking at your ass.
Essentially.
Everything you do is a carbon copy of something else.
Yep.
You're big by name, but that's really about it. Mm-hmm. And at that...
That's kind of both Paul brothers, honestly.
Here's my thing, is I'm going to give Jake Paul a little more credit than Logan Paul. Because he's not doing anything that is a carbon copy of somebody else. He's actually trying to make a name for himself in combat sports in the world of boxing.
Yeah.
And not just be attached to being a social media guy. And he's done it. He's made you watch. He's made you pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Logan Paul has now signed this contract that's supposed to put him on as a full-time wrestler. But before SummerSlam...
I've seen Cena more.
Where were you?
I've seen Cena more on his retirement tour than I've seen you in the last 2 years.
Facts. So where was this big,
Y'all made a big deal for what? For what?
literally it was just for the branding at that point because we had the Prime bottle in the dead middle of the.
I still don't get it. But going into our predictions, I went Logan Paul and so did Flash. Everybody else went Cena. Going into.
Sorry, I was reasoning.
So it says with Cena winning, with Cena and his promos since dropping the forced heel turn, thank God.
Yes.
They've been great. Makes me wish we had face Cena for the entirety of his final run.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. I do wish the heel turn really didn't happen. Me and him were listening to Busted Open a couple weeks ago, and that was actually a topic of, hey, do you think it should have happened? I was like, do I feel it should have happened? No. Do I see how you could have made it work? The Rock not dropping off in the middle of it would have been perfect. Not involving Travis Scott also would have been very helpful.
Yeah.
But like The Rock basically being that guy to bridge Cena.
Make Cena turn.
Make Cena that credible heel. Because he hasn't been a credible heel in about 20 years.
Yeah.
Cena, anybody that's watched a long time has truly, really only ever known Cena as a babyface.
Yeah, facts.
Hence why Cena struggled to catch heat. Because he really didn't catch a lot of heat.
No.
He didn't know what he was doing. That's foreign land to him. Yeah. The Rock could have helped him do that.
And the fact that Rock was like, the final boss has done everything he needs to do because we made Cena turn heel. I'm just dropping off.
No, and I'm reading that The Rock is going to return and confront him for switching back to a face. Da, da, da. Cool, make it happen, make it make sense. Cena can also be like, dude, I reverted back to what I know. Because you left me
and then
to not know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah. And then you could solidify another match for them. At least a final
But
one.
also, I was watching an interview, Jake Hager, formerly known as Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
He was on with Chris Van Vliet.
Okay.
On the Insight podcast with Chris Van Vliet. Great podcast. Please go listen to it. But I've caught snippets, and Swagger, Hager, whatever you want to call him, is talking about how when he was with WWE, he won Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Cena refused to put him over. Cena was a really selfish guy, and I mean, you can kind of see it because that's not the first guy that Heath Slater has stated. Cena was a selfish guy. Like, Nexus could have been so much bigger, but Cena didn't want to put him over.
Yep. I mean, honestly,
we talked about it with Rusev.
You can see that Cena was that type of person, even going to Total Bellas, and seeing how he was with somebody who he is calling his life partner in his home. Like this isn't your home. This isn't our home. This is my home.
All these rules, you got to sign an agreement and a contract.
30 pages. 30 pages.
Like,
I'm gonna have a lawyer look over this shit instead.
But like, that's my thing. Is like, Slater said it. Like, Nexus could have been big. We could have been running roughshod. Beating him down some more. Like, actually achieved all these things before you came in with the Avengers, as you want to call them.
Yeah.
Your WWE
with the
Avengers. With your WWE equivalent to the Avengers. But give us time to grow as a stable.
Yeah.
Nexus was dead in the water from the beginning.
Give them the genuine tag titles. Give Wade Barrett the world title. Make them steal it.
Like, you killed it before it really could get off the ground.
Yeah.
Swagger wouldn't put him over as much and drop the title Money in the Bank.
Yeah. I loved Nexus.
I had so much hope for them.
Mm-hmm.
So much hope for them.
But when you come into a company like WWE, and the first thing they do is pin you up against Cena, you're dead in the water.
Here's my thing. Is you make the target Cena like they did when they debuted.
Yeah.
Then you go through the rest of the roster. You achieve some success. Barrett wins the world's title.
Yeah.
2 members are tag team champions. I don't care which 2.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Who You have the IC title. Because they were on Raw at that time. The IC title.
Yeah.
Over there. Now you're bringing it in. Mm-hmm. Now you're developing this group. You're priming them. Mm-hmm. And then slowly but surely, do what Cena did when he got fired for not complying after joining. He's in the crowd. He's messing with you.
That's how you lose the tag titles.
Now you've lost the IC title. Mm-hmm. He's, his music plays on the Titantron or whatever. He's not there.
Yeah.
Boom. You don't have, then you build that, Survivor Series or SummerSlam or Survivor Series or WrestleMania match. Mm-hmm. My team versus your team. Now Nexus loses. Caveat. Barrett's still world champion. We beat you. I get a shot at the title.
Yep.
Boom. Not only have you made the Nexus relevant.
Yeah.
Not only would you have made Nexus relevant, but now you have, Cena's. You watch these little vignettes of Cena going to guys that Nexus is beat down and, mm-hmm. Done dirt, whatever.
Isn't that what happened
and
in the
that's
original?
How he's recruiting.
Isn't that what they did with the original plan?
Yes and no.
Okay.
But, now you have Cena and an ally of convenience situation. Here's Randy. Mm-hmm. Now you have Ed. You pull in these bigger names.
Yeah.
From guys that they've beaten down. Mm-hmm. Now you've made it make sense.
As to why we got here.
As to how we got this. Mm-hmm. Instead of, they're going to beat you up, and then you're going to come back within the next couple weeks and just completely shit all over.
Yeah.
So many different ways you could have gone about this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But now, he's talking with Chris Van Vliet. He was like, look, because Swagger is talking about how he doesn't watch the product. He's like, I've seen enough of it. I've been a part of it. Hit enough. I don't really feel the need to watch it now. Mm-hmm. The only time I went back is watching what he did. His program with R-Truth.
Yeah.
Speaking of R-Truth, gaslighting that man. Gaslighting that man was insane. After that initial face talking about how he was acting real weird and he bullied a kid in Brussels. By the way, he apologized to the kid from Brussels. Mm-hmm. But you can't tell me that wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, now how he's he made you care about R-Truth.
Yeah.
R-Truth was no longer that comedy act. Because Cena decided, now on my retirement tour, I'm gonna be a lot less selfish and actually give back to the company that did so much for me. Mm-hmm. Logan Paul really being a little selfish here, you'll answer that. But again, I can see why we got this match.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this match, kind of. And honestly, I'm gonna go with Logan Paul for the reason being, Lesnar doesn't have to be present to call Cena this match. All you need is Lesnar's music.
Facts, because when
Cena's think about it. Cena's about to hit the 5-knuckle shuffle. Mm-hmm. Lesnar's music hits. He's looking around, waiting. Logan seems down and out.
Takes advantage, yeah.
He gets up.
Yeah, nice
boom.
Clock to the face.
There's refs not paying attention.
Yeah. For
whatever reason. Brass knuckles. Cena's out. Cena takes the L.
I mean, I personally think it's going to be Cena because of the retirement tour.
I was going to say, then we get Cena on SmackDown. Look, Lesnar, you attacked me at SummerSlam. You cost me my match in Paris. Let's get this out the way. Let's get this done out the way.
Yeah. Well, with that one, as I always say, we'll have to wait and see.
God, sometimes I wish we did work for this company. The way we'd be able to... Can you imagine how we planned things out? If we had the pencil in our hand for one day. For one day. Got to plan out,
the next at least couple months.
Next couple months or whatever, one feud. Can you imagine what that would do? Like, how we would be... What we do?
Yeah. No, I know. Definitely. Because not only are we, obviously fans, but we're more on the analytical side of things, where it's not just always giving the people what they want, but giving the people what they need.
Right.
We're not going to throw it on people that we inadvertently love, and it's
Again,
not like we're gonna, if we were
what's
to,
the biggest thing you say in the world of wrestling?
Listen to your fans.
Make it make sense.
Listen to your fans and make it make sense.
Because even when you listen to your fans, it doesn't always make sense.
And that's what I mean, is like, it's not like we're going to take the pen and because we love Zelina Vega so much and she's had such hardship, we're going to put the main women's title right on her.
No, but I think, throw her back in the program with Julia, because she hasn't really gotten that rematch, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, she has not.
But, I don't know if it's due to injury or what, but we haven't seen her in a while.
But also, I want to point out the fact that, with the fact of Julia having the title,
Where's she been at?
I forgot she had the title.
Where's she been at? But I'm saying, you work her into that program.
Yeah, definitely.
You give the Profits their tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you do that, because as much as I want to see it be the Profits,
mm-hmm.
I can still see the Wyatt Six, because everybody else is going to be there. They're going to get involved.
Well, if you watch the Wyatt Six,
they don't. I mean, but that
normal.
menacing, that presence,
yeah,
alone is enough to cause a distraction.
Most of the time, yeah.
Bar them from inside.
I also see that the Profits have been through it enough with the Wyatt Six where it's not going to be.
It really
much of a worry.
Because think about it, when they came out and interfered with their number one contender match with Mello Don't Miz. Miz and Mello are the ones that took their eyes off the prize. Profits kind of acknowledged them, but were like, we got business to take care of.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
That's why I think it's going to be Profits, honestly.
But, I'm just saying, things that you can do. I just booked your Lesnar feud through Survivor Series.
Yep.
Any way that would have made sense.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
We, real life, just booked the remainder of the Punk Rollins feud. We
also went back and fixed your little Nexus problem.
We went back and fixed a few problems that could have made sense. But we fixed that. We managed to, at least in our heads,
make it make
plan
sense.
out that feud. So many of your feuds that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
To make them make sense. We finally are so like I said, if I ran the company for a day,
you'd have feuds set out for the next 6 months.
Oh, dude, I'd have so many feuds.
And ones that
we
made
fixed
sense.
the Mello problem.
Yep.
We fixed that Mello problem. Sami Zayn just won the IC title.
No, U.S.
Or the U.S. title over on SmackDown. Want to point out something. All members of the original Bloodline have now won singles gold since their breakup, except for one.
Jimmy, and it should have been him. Oh my god.
My point. Jimmy should have beaten LA Knight a year ago. For the U.S. title.
I want to point out something. You know how...
But if you were going to dethrone Solo, it should have been Jimmy freaking Uso, or you put it back on Jacob Fatu.
You know how a lot of people hate certain people, and then we get the Cena added because they have so many titles, or the Hogan part because they have so many titles. We have Sami Cena. Honest to God. Because this man shouldn't have dethroned Gunther.
No, it should have been Chad Gable.
And he shouldn't have been the one to take it off of Solo.
Should have been Jimmy.
He has taken the opportunities from men.
And
it's
Karrion Kross ain't even part of the company anymore, and his words are still proven true.
He has taken these title shots from men at points when he didn't even deserve it. He literally just came up, cut a promo, and went, I haven't won that. I want that. I want that now. And guess what? Cena did the same thing.
Also had him in, I've never won a world championship. I need to win a world championship. Wins his 12th mid-card title. It's really his 5th. But my point is, this is what I want. This is what I should be.
And no. Even the company don't see it yet.
Sorry.
Get your head out of here.
But look, Jimmy Uso should be U.S. champion right now.
Definitely.
Dom should be AAA Mega champion right now. I'm gonna die on that hill.
I'll give it to you.
I was like, I'm gonna die on that hill. Like,
I loved that match. I'm gonna give it to you.
First off, that match was fire. Secondly, nobody was gonna represent that company. I love Vikingo. I love Dragon Lee.
Oh yeah, I know.
El Grande Americano was out of the equation from the get-go. He wouldn't have made sense. Vikingo retaining didn't make sense. Proud countryman. Proud representative of AAA.
Yeah.
Dragon Lee, you almost could have made sense, but you haven't even made him matter on WWE program. Why would you make him matter in AAA?
Exactly. Facts.
Dominic Mysterio has had the best growth as an in-ring competitor.
And as a heel.
That part. He won that IC title, and you sent him back in the ring to soak in the moment. When the original plan was, you win, you grab the title, you bolt to the back.
No, he took that minute.
You stop him midway up the ramp, run back to the ring, and take your moment. You would have had great representation on both the American and the Mexican soil, giving that to Dominic Mysterio. Especially because he had so much lineage due to it. His godfather, one of the big, just got inducted into the AAA Hall of Fame.
Yep.
His father made his way through there. His great uncle made his way through there, and I'm pretty sure was champion. I will need to fact check that one, so.
Yeah.
But still, Dominic Mysterio should be AAA champion right now.
I agree.
AJ Styles should be IC champion.
I agree.
Granted, that whole nod to Eddie
and
him retaining that title, thank you, sir.
And you know what you do? You give it to AJ Styles, and then you pin him up against John Cena for the title. There we go.
Now you've concluded
John Cena's Grand Slam. Yay!
And Styles has stated, obviously off TV, he would love one more program with Cena.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see it.
Cena would love one more program with Styles. They work magic together. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But there's so many little things that we need
to be fixed. Fix them.
But alright, we have gotten completely derailed and off topic.
Hey,
it's back. Something we do. It's something we do, and it's with you, so it makes it that much better. But I think we conclude here.
Yes.
We get ready to watch this show. And then we come back with maybe some more ideas in the post show.
You always have more ideas, no matter what.
I will forever have ideas.
I know. Definitely.
I will never not have ideas.
But as you said, that concludes our Clash in Paris. We'll be back with our post show, hopefully later tonight. And speaking of post shows, we will have the AEW Forbidden Door one up. We were having a lot of technical difficulties.
So many technical difficulties.
But we will definitely have that up for you guys within hopefully the next hour. And with that, we are out. Laters.